You can set who can post stuff on your page, who can't. Can you update your page with your phone? You can set up the settings so that if you've got a phone with text messaging capabilities, you can send to a text address, post an update, it'll automatically show up on your Facebook page. So you don't even have to really be in front of a computer. If you've got access from a smartphone to do email or to do texting, you can put updates on and use those to update information about your business. Another piece that ties to this is you can create ads. Now, your page is free, and you can send out to anybody in your friends list, send out to any group of people an invite, hey, join my page, and they can become fans. All this costs you nothing. And then if they're a fan of your page, anytime you put a post or an update, it's going to show up on their page, and they're going to get information about what's going on, just like the Owatonna Chamber of Commerce post showed up on my Facebook page today. So all of this is free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's very simple to set up. But if you want to take it a step further, there's what they call ads. And Facebook will charge you, depending on how you want to run your ad, so many cents from either how many times it's viewed or how many times it's clicked on. But on the side of the page, and let me see if I can show you very quickly. On this page, let's go back a page. On the side of most pages, there will be ads saying, click on here to find out more information about this. What's interesting about Facebook is that it has the ability to be very targeted. So you can say, I'm only interested in sending ads to people in this age group. Or I'm only interested in sending ads to people who live in this community. Or I'm only interested in, and so you can go through and choose your demographic. And Facebook will cause your ad to show up on the Facebook pages of the people who fit the demographic you're pursuing. And if they click on your ad, it'll take them back to whatever web page you want them to see. So it's a really easy way. I've done some work with college groups before, and we were promoting something, and we were able to choose. We only wanted to target freshmen and sophomore students at Minnesota State University, Mankato. And it gave us reports then that came back and said, okay, we showed your ad 30,000 times in the last 2 weeks to this group of 8,000 students that you said you wanted to target. And it was clicked on. Somebody actually not only saw your ad, but clicked on it 25 different times and then went to your website. And I think for that kind of targeted advertising, it cost me $8. Because they only charge you so many cents for every so many hits that you do. So I mean, it's incredibly reasonable, and you can be very targeted in your advertising with it. So there's a brief overview of Facebook and using Facebook as a tool for your business and getting the word out about that. I told you we would look briefly at discussions, and let me take you back to the Pantheon page. Yesterday when I was working on this, I created a discussion thread that I called Spyware and Malware. And essentially what I did is I went through and I gave information on, there's a service that we found recently that does as good as anything I found on a home computer for protecting your computer from spyware and malware, and it's free. And so I put that information on here on how to find that and use it. and then there's room for other people to reply, hey, this worked really great, thanks for helping me out, or what do you want to do? Now, if you want to check out that information, you're going to have to go become a fan of the Pantheon page and get that free information about how to protect your home computer. But it's right in our discussion thread, and that's what I was talking about. You can set up educational pieces for people to go to and learn about your business, your industry. And as you provide that kind of useful information, people are going to want to come back to your page again and again. The other thing that you're going to find that's becoming very common is with the web page that you have, and we talked about that a little bit earlier, you can put, or even on the bottom of every email you have, you can put a little Facebook link, a little Facebook logo. And so if someone gets an email from you, where your signature is, where your name is, there can be that Facebook logo. They can click on it, it'll take them right to your Facebook page, and they can become a fan of your page. Or from your website, they can go in and click on that.
And how do you do that? What was that?
That's going to get into the 200 level course.
I was just going to say, I bet we have to come to 200 level. Okay.
So, but I wanted to put that out there. As you set up your fan page, I will tell you this, as you set up your fan page, it will tell you about applications and how to do that, and it's very simple. Unfortunately, I don't have time to get into that, but as you're setting up your fan page, it'll get to the place it'll say, if you want to put a link on your website, if you want to put a link in your emails, here's how you do it, and it walks you right through it.
And that's in the settings? Is that what that's
It's actually in the initial setup. It'll tell you, take you through that. So, real quickly, the majority of our time was meant to focus on Facebook. Facebook is the primary means that people are using today. It's worldwide. It's unbelievable how fast and how quickly this has grown and how far it's spread. And more businesses are using it as a viable means of getting word out to people who are interested in their business, and very targeted advertising to get word out to people that you work with. I wanted to touch also briefly on a site called LinkedIn. LinkedIn, I would say, considers itself the business version of Facebook. And I should have... LinkedIn, similar to Facebook, you can set up a profile for yourself. You can make friends with other people who are on LinkedIn. And everything about this site is designed around who you are as a professional, your business background, who you work for, what kind of business you do. And as you connect with other people on LinkedIn, it ties you into their network of clients. What can be useful about LinkedIn, two things I'm going to share briefly because we're short on time. Similar to Facebook, as the people that you're connected to on LinkedIn post updates on their site, they will show up on your site and vice versa. But I can go in here under contacts and look at my connections, and it's going to show me all the people I'm connected to. And if we take a look at Mr. Jake Cook, not only can I see Jake's personal information, but when I drill down into his page, I can see all of Jake's contacts and the people that are connected to Jake. And where you can use this very effectively is that you can then work with somebody and say, hey, Jake Cook has done business with us. I see that you're connected to Jake Cook. If we could offer you our services as well, we'd be happy to work with you. And so there's some really neat networking ways where you can kind of leverage, I'm connected to this person, they're connected to this whole group of people that are prospective clients for mine, and you start working your way through your networks using LinkedIn as your tool. The other thing that's really neat about LinkedIn is there's an ability to put in a reference for somebody. And so if I did business with Jake and he did a really good job, I can go in and put a post, a reference for Jake saying, I did business with him, he did fantastic work, love to come back and see him again soon. And that shows up for everybody who views his page.